three news stories for you. Breaking news is from West Africa, Guinea Bissau, and other West African country where there could be a coup. Intense gunfire is being reported near the presidential palace in capital city of Guinea Bissau. Secondly, Somaliland, a country in the quest of recognition, is making an offer to the US government. Reportedly, Somali land wants to be recognized as a country by the US. In return, it is offering something to the US government. What is Somaliland offering to the US government? And thirdly, we will take an eye Afar fighting. We have some updates about Afar, where humanitarian crisis is worsening. Firstly, viewers, West Africa, where in Guinea Bissau, intense gunfire is being reported near the presidential palace. President Umaro Sissoko Embalo is the president of the country. He is in presidential palace and he is chairing a meeting of the cabinet. Then suddenly gunfire started and sustained gunfire is being reported in the presidential palace. Is there a coup, military coup in progress in Guinea-Bissau? So far, situation is not very clear, but international news outlets, locals are sharing this news that situation is very unclear. Intense gunfire is still underway. Now, Guinea-Bissau is in West Africa. We have seen 3 coups in West Africa in the last 9 months. In May last year, in Mali, Colonel Assimi Goita seized power. He removed a civilian president and the prime minister. Then in Guinea, which shares border with Guinea-Bissau. In Guinea, Alpha Conde, president of Guinea, was removed and Colonel Doumbouya seized power. Lastly, viewers, just last month in Burkina Faso, we saw a coup when President Christian Kabore was removed from power and military is in power in Burkina Faso. So, in 3 West African countries, militaries have seized power in the last 9 months. Fourth one is this one, Guinea-Bissau, where gunfire is being reported. Could there be a coup in Guinea-Bissau? That remains to be seen. This West African country declared independence in 1973. Former Portuguese colony. Has seen coups in the past as well. At least 3 coups the country has seen in the past. This could be 4th attempt. We'll try to update you. It could be devastating for West Africa if there is a coup in progress in Guinea-Bissau. We have seen that despite international calls, despite statements from African Union, in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in Guinea, militaries are in power. They do not want to allow civilian rule. That's what happens in Guinea-Bissau. Now, we're Somaliland, a country in search of recognition, self-declared country, because internationally it is seen as part of Somalia. Now, reportedly, the country is making an offer to the US. Self-declared country, Somaliland, is making an offer to the US. Somaliland's president, Musibei Abdi, is due to visit the US in coming weeks. And there he's going to offer 2 things to the US government. Firstly, a seaport. Secondly, an airfield. Somaliland is going to give a seaport and an airfield to the US government in return for US recognizing Somaliland as a country. Let's see what happens. It's being said that President Musawi Abdi will make this offer to US government, and Berbera port will be offered. We know that the UAE's DP World has constructed this port. Ethiopia owns some shares or not, it's not clear. The port is functional, and Somaliland wants to offer this port to the US in return for recognition. Recognition matters a lot for Somaliland. So far, no country recognizes Somaliland as a country. Now, will US recognize Somaliland as a country or not? That remains to be seen, because US has significant presence in Somalia, and US is trying to steer Somalia to the next presidential elections. We saw in recent weeks when there were tensions between President Formaggio and PM Roble, US intervened there. So US has ties with Somalia. It has presence there in Somalia. Will it recognize Somaliland? That remains to be seen. But US is also worried about growing Chinese influence in this region. If US did not agree to this offer, we might see China agreeing to this offer. That is why very important days which are going to come in connection with Somaliland's future. The country is very strategic. We know that it's situated on the route, main route, which links Indian Ocean with Suez Canal and the Mediterranean Ocean. It has strategic importance, Somaliland. That is why we might see some big power recognizing Somaliland as a country. Last month, there was a debate in UK's parliament about recognition of Somaliland. Now, lastly, viewers, Afar Tigray fighting. Tigray forces are continuing their offensive on Afar. Humanitarian crisis is deepening in Afar region. Today, UN reported that 65 unaccompanied and separated children have been found in Afar. Their parents are missing. Are they dead or they displaced? No one knows. Out of the 65, 27 are girls. Secondly, viewers, Afar does not have infrastructure like roads, and the fighting going on in mountainous areas, but displacements are toward those areas which don't have infrastructure in terms of roads. So it's difficult to reach the people who have been displaced. You can see some pictures on your screen. So aid is being delivered on camels as well, because there are no well-built roads in these areas. There is a deepening humanitarian crisis in Afar because of the ongoing TDF's offensive on Afar region. Afar is destabilized, some parts of it. Tigray is already under siege. There is shortage of food, shortage of water. Some shipments of medicine have arrived in Tigray. Otherwise, there is acute shortage of food there. Amhara region is now recovering because almost all displaced persons have been rehabilitated. They have returned to their homes in Amhara region. So Amhara region is moving towards stability. But in Tigray, instability there, insecurity there in terms of food insecurity. And in Afar now as well. Humanitarian crisis is deepening. Tigray and Afar, they should try to reach some sort of solution. They cannot keep on fighting. They'll have to end this fighting. Tigray does not want to go deep into Afar towards Eritrea border, towards Djibouti, Ethiopia road. I think the two sides should try to resolve their dispute, their ongoing problem peacefully. Otherwise, both regions will suffer. Thanks for watching.